Sarah's dead, heartbreaking because she was so beautiful. And Abraham now doesn't have anyone super hot to use to barter and get more stuff. We're back for another episode of Joel Reads Bible. I'm Joel and I read the Bible. Yeah, I read the Bible. What, you don't? I read the Bible. I'm reading it from chapter 1, verse 1 to last chapter, last verse. Reading the whole thing. And we're just in the Old Testament. And we're having a lot of fun reading. So make sure that you subscribe and watch every episode. Because every episode, aka every chapter of the Bible, is actually really intriguing. I don't know if you can learn a lot about anything other than what some people believed way long time ago. We haven't gotten into the New Testament, and that's where everything really opens up and becomes more true than the Old Testament. But we're in the Old Testament, and we're reading about an immutable God, a God who's the same yesterday, today, and forever. And he is weird. He doesn't always know what's going on. So here we are, Genesis chapter 23. Sarah lived to be 127 years old, and she was hot the whole time. Everyone wanted a piece of that. Yeah, she was a babe. Check out chapter 21. She was a piece of ass. She died at Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, good to know, in the land of Canaan. And Abraham went to mourn for Sarah and to weep over her. Finally, we see some human emotion regarding family. You'd think he would have wept when he almost stabbed his son. Didn't mention it. You'd think he would have wept when his slave, yes, she was a slave, but who he had slept with. And you'd think he might have cried when he said goodbye to his son. Sorry, not his son, but kind of his son, Ishmael, who God doesn't see as his son, but who is technically his son. You think he would cry when he sent them to die in the desert. He didn't die, but Abraham wasn't to know that. Then Abraham rose from beside his dead wife and spoke to the Hittites. He said, I am an alien and a stranger among you. Oh, he doesn't belong in Canaan. Good to know. Sell me some property for a burial site here so that I can bury my dead. Finally, he's willing to lay out some cash. The Hittites replied to Abraham, Sir, listen to us. You are a mighty prince among us. Bury your dead in the choicest of our tombs. None of us will refuse you his tomb for burying your dead. Abraham's a big deal anywhere he goes. He's gotten riches from Egypt. I'm not going to say how he did it. You can go back and watch that episode. I'm not going to say how he pulled off getting them to give him stuff. He also was given stuff from Abimelech. I'm not going to say how he weaseled some stuff out of Abimelech, but he got stuff there. He's constantly getting richer and richer. And so at this point, he's like, hey, I'm just an alien. I'm a stranger. They're like, you're a prince. You're the richest guy we know. And none of us have wronged you. None of us have. Abimelech was nice to you. Take any grave you want, any of our tombs. It's all yours. We love you, Abraham. You're the greatest. Then Abraham rose and bowed down before the people of the land, the Hittites. He said to them, if you are willing to let me bury my dead, then listen to me and intercede with Ephron, son of Zohar, on my behalf. So he will sell me the cave of Machpelah, which belongs to him and is at the end of his field. That's my favorite one. Ask him to sell it to me for the full price as a burial site among you. Ephron, the Hittite, was sitting among his people, and he replied to Abraham in the hearing of all the Hittites who had come to the gate of the city. No, my lord, he said, listen to me. I give you the field, and I give you the cave that is in it. I give it to you in the presence of my people. bury your dead. This is ringing true with the Hittites. They are more than happy. All of them. Ephron's like, yeah, no, I'm here. Yeah, take it. It's all yours. The whole field. Take the whole field. We love you, Abraham. Again, Abraham bowed down before the people of the land, and he said to Ephron in their hearing, listen to me, if you will. I will pay the price of the field. Accept it from me so I can bury my dead there. Ephron answered Abraham, listen to me, my lord. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. But what is that between me and you? Bury your dead. Don't worry about paying. I love you. You're the greatest. You're a prince. Just take the field. Take the tomb. It's yours, baby. Abraham agreed to Ephron's terms and weighed out for him the price he had named in the hearing of the Hittites. 400 shekels of silver, according to the weight current among the merchants. Okay. So what they had back then was currency exchange. Like how much is this worth right now? Oh, it's gone up. Oh, it's gone down. It sounds like that's what's always been going on. So that hasn't changed. So Ephron's field in Machpelah near Mamre, both the field and the cave in it, and all the trees within the borders of that field, was deeded to Abraham as his property in the presence of all the Hittites who had come to the gate of the city. Afterward, Abraham buried his wife Sarah in the cave in the field of Machpelah near Mamre, which is at Hebron, just so you know, in the land of Canaan. So the field and the cave in it were deeded to Abraham by the Hittites as a burial site. Not that interesting, not that intriguing, and a very short episode. And you know what? We need it because we've been doing some really long episodes. And the next episode, if I'm looking, is going to be bloody long. So we're going to shut this one down. This is going to be a little bit of a quickie. Sarah's dead, heartbreaking because she was so beautiful. And Abraham now doesn't have anyone super hot to use to barter and get more stuff. But he's already a prince. He's super rich, so that's perfectly fine. So we'll see what happens in the next episode, which is going to be chapter 24. Thank you for joining me. Subscribe. Put some comment. I don't know what you could comment in this one. This one, I'm assuming, won't have a lot of engagement because not a lot happened. Sarah died. Abraham was finally sad about a relationship. But thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time. And God bless the reading of his words.